Hey, okay, so I'm just wondering how many of you are having trouble getting started with exercise, and how many of you are having trouble staying motivated to exercise once you get started. And I kind of have an inkling to think that it's quite a few of you, because in my Cowgirl at Fitness community, we've been talking about this. And I didn't realize how, I forgot. That's what I did. I forgot, because I've been exercising for so long, consistently. I'm going to say about 9 years. I forgot what it was like before that for me. But I used to be the same way, for sure. It used to be hard. I didn't even want to get started because I thought it was something that would compete with my day. I didn't have time for it. I didn't know how to get started. I didn't know what moves to do in the first place. And just from chatting with a lot of you in my group, thank you, because it reminded me that that's where I started. So today what I want to do is kind of help you see how that changed for me, how I went from not thinking I didn't have time to work out, and how it was just too hard. It would compete with my day. How I changed from looking at it like that to how I look at it now, which is exercise completely adds to my day, okay? It helps me deal with the problems that come up in my life. So that's the picture that I want to paint for you, so you can see. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Andrea Otley, and I am a horse crazy wife and mom of 3 from a small ranching community in southeastern Oregon. Horses are my passion, and I have got to where I am now because of trial and error, and it's my mission to help other horse women lose weight and get fit to ride. What I want to do is explain it in a way that makes you want to get started and help you cut corners. So some of the things that I've done that failed, I want to explain to you so it helps you, kind of avoid some of those things that I went through. So anyway, what I want to do today is I've got 9 tips that I want to share with you that kind of helped me transition from not knowing how to get started, not really wanting to get started in the first place, to where I'm at today, where I use exercise as something that helps me deal with my life's problems. Okay, so well, let's just get started. All right, here's number 1. I needed an original motivator. Okay, so I'm just going to share some stories so that you get where I'm coming from. We took a Disney cruise back in 2010. That was 8 years ago? Yeah, so we signed up for one of those, I don't know if you've ever been on a cruise, but when you go on a cruise, they have you sign up for these excursions, so you have something to do with your day. Well, my husband and I decided to do like a wellness check one, and then it was supposed to lead to going to the spa and that sort of thing. But anyway, the lady at the health place hooked us up to a tester machine to test our metabolism. That was she did other stuff, but that was the thing that motivated me. So, and I was very thin at the time, but I didn't work out. So I wouldn't call myself healthy, and I didn't work out. She tells me your metabolism is low, and you need to incorporate some type of weightlifting program like P90X that you can do from home, maybe just 30 minutes a day, and increase your muscle mass so you increase your metabolism. And when I heard that, she created a little bit of fear, which is a motivator, because I'm thinking, I was in my 30s at the time. I just turned 30, I think, and so I was like, okay, she's telling me my metabolism is slow. What I know about a slow metabolism is I won't be able to eat as much food, and then I'm going to get fat. So I was afraid, okay? That was a motivator for me. That's step number 1, is finding a motivator that hits home, Not your doctor telling you need to lose weight, not some superficial thing of some external thing. It has to really, truly hit home for you. So that's my first tip, finding that motivator that's like, okay, I actually want that thing more than all these other problems in my life kind of thing. I'll figure it out. Okay, so step number 2, here's what I did after that is I got home from the cruise, I got on the internet and I ordered P90X, and then I committed to the program. That's what I found myself a program. I committed to it ahead of my life's problems, because believe me, at that time, and still, I'm definitely not problem free by any means, but by that time in my life, I was a complete mess, like all bad. I was a wreck. So, but what I did, this is tip number 2. I committed to that workout program, that notion that I was going to start and finish it. I put that commitment ahead of my life's problems, because I hear a lot of people, like on my check-ins and my ladies, I'm like, hey, how'd it go this week? Oh, life got in the way, life got in the way and I didn't get it done. And I get it. I'm like not judging or anything, but when I went back and tracked myself, I don't know, it took some guts and some courage, because I had plenty of problems, but I'm like, screw it. What have I got to lose? I'm going to put that workout program and committing to it ahead of my problems. And just that little tweak in mentality changed a lot of things for me. So I made it through the whole 90 days, never skipped a workout, made it from start to finish. It took 3 months of my life. It was challenging for sure. So I got to the end of it and I felt very accomplished. I'm like, okay, the seed is planted. I want to keep going with this. So what happened after that is I tried to restart P90X. Okay, I think this is a really crucial point for people who start a fitness routine and maybe make it 3 months, and then, I would say it was too hard. That's why I quit. I didn't quit. Why people quit. I did not quit. But what happens is people quit at the end of those 90 days or whatever. Maybe it's 2 weeks, whatever. And there's reasons why. And I think this is my third tip, is you have to eliminate that fading motivation. Day 1, super freaking motivated. I'm going to rock this thing. I'm going to do it. Day 90, yes, I did it. Okay, now I need a new thing to start with. I don't necessarily pick the right thing. I could feel myself fading. I'm going to fall back into my old habits. So my motivation is fading. Tip number 3 is to eliminate the fading motivation. You've got to continually figure out how to re-motivate yourself. For me, in that instance, it was a new program. Summer was coming on after my first round of P90X. I needed a new program to reignite my motivation. But I was going to be outside riding my horses until 9 o'clock at night. I needed something shorter. I got the 10-minute trainer. I just searched for a new fitness program, and I'm not trying to sell you fitness programs. I promise you, I'm trying to explain to you what I did and why I use these. So this isn't a sales thing at all. It's not. So I got that one so that I could recommit. My motivation was on fire again. 10 minutes? Heck yeah, I just want to tone up a little bit anyway. So that's what I did there. What happened though was, even though I had a new program, which I loved, I hadn't all the way made it through that mess I was talking about my life was in, where I had way more problems and all of that. I hadn't fixed all of that in myself yet. So what happened was, it was really easy to talk myself out of working out, because it was just me, myself, and I was trying to do it alone, okay? So then I started skipping workouts, and pretty quick, 6 days a week turned into 5, turned into 2, turned into not even working out at all. So I went from 90 days in a row, to gradually going, oh my goodness, I'm recognizing a problem in myself. I am not even working out at all now, and I don't want that. So my 4th tip is, you need to join forces, this is what I did, with a group of people like me who are kind of going through the same struggles, and hook up with a support system That's my fourth thing. I joined a community of other people like me, and I committed to them. That's why anybody that's followed me for very long, you see me posting sweaty selfies, you see me posting little workout clips. I didn't start out there, believe me. I had mismatched workout clothes that were ugly, and maybe it was my pajamas sometimes, but I went from that to where I'm at now, where I'm like, okay, I do this for the accountability of it. Okay, I apologize for rambling on. I will get better. I appreciate you if you're still sticking with me, because I'm about halfway through this. All right. So if you need to push pause and just save this video, just come back and finish up, because I'm kind of getting long. That's okay though. All right. So I committed to a group bigger, so that I could share my accountability, because I did not like the thought of going, hey, telling somebody I was going to do something and then I didn't do it. So that was a bigger commitment. The fifth tip that I had for you, what I did is I made it easy for myself. I followed a system. That is why I do really love the Beachbody workouts. You get a start to finish system that's easy to follow. Hey, Rebecca, say hi to everybody. We helping them out with their fitness? You're not talking. So I created, I set up myself for a system that was easy to follow, had a workout calendar, and this is opposed to, because I tried this in the beginning, like going to Pinterest. I don't think Pinterest even existed then, but, going, now we have all these things available, but going online and just Googling, leg workouts or something, and trying to do some random thing that was really too hard. I had to think a lot about what I was going to do the next day. I eliminated that. I chose a system, made it easy for myself so that I could follow a workout calendar. The sixth thing, see, I'm kind of getting faster now. The sixth thing that I did was I scheduled my workouts in for the first thing in the morning. I scheduled it like it was important to me, like it's a priority. So if I am in a dell during the day like I am today, I have to get it done before noon, or I know I will not get it done at all. I'm just setting myself up for success. School days, when I gotta get the boys to school, I know I have to get it done by 6 a.m. or I don't do it. That's my life. As a tip, what I would recommend for you is take a look. Keep your shirt down, little girl. Take a look at your schedule, first of all, and then know yourself. I am a morning person. I get up at 4 a.m., but I'm also in bed by 8:30. So if you're not a morning person, you get up at 7 and you go to bed at midnight or 1 a.m. or whatever it is, and that's truly, your deal, how you function, then schedule your workouts for 6 p.m. if that's what fits you. But understand that that's an important piece to this. Okay, the seventh thing, this is what I do now, is I always make sure that the fitness program I'm following is something that I look forward to. So it's important to choose the right program, and that's definitely a topic that I could really dive into and help you out. But what I've learned about myself over the time is that I like a mix of strength training, cardio, and yoga or stretching. And so my home gym has evolved into a huge stack of weights over there, but I didn't start there. I had to just kind of go trial and error. And I can tell you what I don't like. I cannot stand the dancey workouts. I did 2 of those. I spent a total of 60 days forcing myself to do the dancey workouts like size or country heat. No, I can't. That's what happened, is I was not looking forward to it. And I could feel that happening through that 4 weeks that I was doing that program. I could feel myself going, I'm dreading this. I don't like this. So she's playing with her kitty. So what happened then was, it makes me not want to work out. So you always have something that you're looking forward to. The 8th tip is that you do not So I want you to stop working out to lose weight. Okay, I'm not going to say that that might be a side effect if you're doing your nutrition right. You will lose fat and lose some weight and inches and all of that, but it's not a direct result necessarily of the workout. Sometimes it just depends on your body and what's going on with it. So stop going, I need to work out in order to get this fat off your body. Don't go there. Now this might conflict with pretty much everything you see and everything people are saying to get you to do their workouts, even Beachbody. You know, I think there's a strong component there where they're like, if you do this Beachbody workout, you're going to lose weight. Just look at these transformation pictures. And that's what our brain does, is we see, you know, a person who's got some pounds to lose, and then the final transformation picture is they're thinner. That's what we see. But that did not happen necessarily because they were exercising. And what happens is we've got more fat on our bodies that we like, and we're like, all right, I'm gonna work out to lose weight. And I don't think that's a good idea. I've done it before, and really the switch came for me when I realized that I was working out to get fit, to get strong, to get some muscles. So tip number 8 is to set workout goals. That's how I want to say that. Set fitness goals. That's what I want. You don't really set a workout goal, you set a fitness goal. So I've got a couple of, whoop. That's how I about play up. Kind of, oh well, there. Oh, you should see my camera. It's wrapped around a ladder. I should show it to you when I'm done so that I can use my hands and it's not all shaky. What one was that? Oh yeah. So then two examples I want to show you really quick about how I used my fitness, my daily exercise to set goals. One was, oh yeah, Rebecca was still a baby. She was only a few months old. Yeah, she was. Was that right? No, that was, okay, this is, I'm sorry, I'm thinking back. This is before Rebecca was even born, so this is after Paxton was born. My friend Carly invited me to do a 5K during our Labor Day. So I'm like, heck yeah, but you know what? I'm gonna set a goal because I wanna run the whole thing and I wanna keep up with her. You know, I was a little bit competitive. I'm like, I wanna keep up with her. So I did a 90-day program from start to finish, and that was my goal. Like, I pushed play every day on that workout so I was thinking, I've got to be able to keep up with her when I do my 5K. It wasn't about weight loss. It wasn't about anything like that. It was about building up some cardio, just getting strong muscles so I could do well at that 5K. The other one is last summer, I did a strength training program while I was preparing for my horse shows, especially the AQHA World Show. So, you know, I was already really physically active. You know, why would I want to incorporate an extreme fitness training workout to get ready for something like the AQHA World Show? The big motivation for me, the thing that got me in my living room every morning to push play, was I wanted to incorporate confidence in myself when I got to Oklahoma for something so incredibly out of my comfort zone. I wanted to be as strong and as fit as I possibly could be so that when I stepped into that show ring, I could carry that confidence in, okay? So it was both physical, you know, I wanted to get stronger so I could ride my horse when we took a cow down a fence and sit the way I needed to sit and all that stuff, but it was also the second part of my goal was mental. I knew if I did what it took, hopefully you're entertained by the laughter. She's chewing on the blankie right now. The kitty, not the girl. So I needed that confidence to, it got instilled in me because I committed to a program like that. So these are all the little woohoo brain tricks that I invoke on myself to make this happen. Now then, so that ties into my 9th and final tip. If you wonder why I'm looking over here, I've got notes because, are you kidding me? Look at how rambly I am now. Can you imagine if I did not have notes? because I want to get to where I make these shorter. So anyway, my last and final tip, and I believe this is the most important tip to, like, you only need this one. You only need this one. You can just, yeah. Working out is an antidepressant and it's a mood enhancer. So if you get to the end of your 30-minute workout for today, like, okay, here's an example. I just got done doing about 30 minutes of cardio, followed up by about 6 moves that were core driven. I wanted to finish that workout strong, and I was tired by the end of it. I pushed myself through as something I've trained how to do. And the reason what happens when you learn how to do that, you set yourself up. You do something really hard during your workout, and then what you prove is later on when you're standing in line at the grocery store and it's crowded and you are tapping your foot and you can feel it making you be in a bad mood, you realize you're stronger than this. You realize you can get through tough things when the refrigerator decides that it's going to take a crap and you're like, I've got all this food, now what do I do with it? That's a situation you're like, man, I did that tough workout. I can do anything. And I know that sounds stupid, but it's true, huh, Rebecca?
Yeah.
If you can prove to yourself that you can do these hard workouts, and I don't mean you just like right now have to go do them, but it's a progression that you find out how strong you are. If I could think of one of those fancy quotes right now, I would put it in, but I can't. I'm just trying. All right, and then, so that's what I'm trying to say is no matter what, you know, whether you're standing in line at the grocery store, you have something go wrong in your household that you weren't expecting. You go to the barn and your horse is tangled up in the wire and now you've got $1,000, stop that, $1,000 worth of vet bills. Your daughter's trying to show her boobies off to the world, then you can do it, because exercise is a mood enhancer and it proves how tough you are. You got to start small. You don't start big, but you start where you're at and you work up to there. You start with finding that internal motivation. You commit to your workouts ahead of your life programs. You keep going by eliminating your fading motivation. You do what it takes to keep going. You join a support group. You make it easy by implementing a system. You schedule your workouts in so that you set yourself up for success. You choose a program that you love to do. You set fitness goals around something that's related to fitness. Let the weight loss come in the kitchen where it belongs. And finally, you know that your workouts are an antidepressant and a mood enhancer. There we go. Those are my tips. Thank you so much for being a part of this. I love you guys. I want to help you lose weight and get fit to ride. That's my mission. What else do I want to say? Oh, are we bringing Peppa Pig in?
Yeah.
I mentioned some things that have helped me along the way. I'm going to make sure you have the links to check those out. Not saying you have to go do it, but just check it out. I'm going to include a link to our Cowgirl Up Fitness community so that you can join forces with other ladies that are like you if you're not already in there. I think, yeah. If you liked this video, give it a like, share it for later. If I don't know how long I've been talking. So you can kind of fast forward through some of this stuff and get to the tips. Thank you for your support. I would love to know what you think. So leave me comments, message me. I check all of that stuff daily. And let's go get fit to ride. Okay, have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.